Uh, Hi everybody, it's time for another art journal to make. I'm gonna record probably the work of 2 weeks, so 2 different double pages that I'm gonna do, the one for last week and the one for this week. And for the one for last week, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, like theme-wise or whatever, so what I figured was I'm just starting with gluing down a couple of pages, and maybe while I do that something sparks. And I'm not gonna do that with gesso, but with spray adhesive. Yeah, that the surface is porous still afterwards. So I'm just gonna give the can a shake. Now here we go. And while I do that, I'm probably not gonna talk too much, but I'm very much thinking about what theme I'm gonna put down. Alright, so now I did do the glue thing. I gotta go wash my hands and then I'm back. Alright, here we are again. I still don't really know what I want to do with what's going on here? With this piece. I don't know yet. So let's dry it off, so maybe inspiration will strike. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for warm colors and create the background first and go with kind of like a see-through. So I need security paper. And I'm just gonna go with a lot of water and a bit of color and make it kind of like a see-through background. So first of all, I'm having buff titanium, sienna, and oh god, what's it in English? It's like red ochre kind of color, and I'm gonna go for the buff titanium first and mix it with sienna. And a lot of water. So now I need one of the tissue papers and a big brush. It's a fairly big one, but with that I can probably make the nicest like lines and having like a flow on the pages. Yeah, that's okay. That also seals in any loose parts of the pages that I glued down. this. Apply it like 2/3 of the page down. I'm gonna do that on the other side as well. Now I'm gonna mix in the sienna with exactly the same technique. A lot of water and a bit of that color. Just going for the lower parts of the pages. I really like sienna when it's watered down a lot, and that's why I fairly often use it. It's one of my favorite background colors on the whole wide world, because I think it looks earthy, so it looks warm and happy almost because of the yellow component. It's quiet, it's warm, it's friendly. That's what the color means to me. Now I'm gonna go for a little bit of the same color on the top, kind of like a frame, sealing in whatever I'm gonna do with the pages. Now I'm just gonna use my blow dryer. All right. Now what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm just gonna put down a bit of the red ochre color, but I'm not gonna water it down, but use it with one of these cloths. So I'm going to do that, of course, on the second part of the page, just to even it out and to put more focus on the framework so far of the page. That looks kind of interesting, almost like flames or people. That could be people. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this almost like a sci-fi scenery. And these are not gonna be people, but plants or trees. Kind of, what just came to my head was one of the new Star Trek movies, the second one actually, Into Darkness, with Khan, where the movie starts on this planet in the beginning with the red trees. So I'm going to make kind of like a scenery like that. I'm gonna have what kind of a sun or moon? So I'm gonna paint in the people with markers. Not gonna do that with, excuse me, with acrylics. But I guess we are lacking depth. So I'm gonna get the Van Dyke brown to just be able to create a bit of depth with the red ochre and the Van Dyke brown mixed together, because that will make, depending on the ratio, quite a warm dark brown. And I'm gonna use a brush this time. I'm just gonna make some of the parts between just a bit darker, and therefore create depth, shadows, and additional warmth on the page, pretty much. Of course, I have to decide now where the people are gonna be, and that will be here. Gonna be not put them in the middle and be centered about that. So I'm gonna go brown stuff here. I'm so happy that I have a theme now. I always have one page for each week of the month, and if I'm not that creative, I kind of like force myself to stay on schedule, because I get kind of like, well, not really anxious, but it's this nervous, almost, yeah, cramped feeling when I can't, or when I don't do artwork, painting especially. So I try not to lose my daily output of artwork, so to say. I did do that a couple of years ago, and the result was disastrous. I just don't want to go down that road again. If you want to know the story behind it, you just gotta check out my story behind the painting Broken that I did last year. It's on my YouTube channel, and it's also, the story behind it is on my webpage. So I'm not gonna go into detail about that right now. But I'm setting down a bit more of the Van Dyke brown red ochre mixture. And I'm just pretty much shadowing or shading the trees, or whatever you want to call these formations. I think they're kind of trees, although I think they're made of stone or fossil trees. But I think they're not going to be looking like trees on Earth or fossil trees on Earth. So I'm trying to make them kind of like recognizable, but still give it a different look, that you know you're on an alien planet or in another realm, another world, somewhere either in Fantasyland or somewhere on whatever planet. Maybe there is a planet just like that somewhere. Who knows? All right, so I think this is enough for now. Now I'm gonna switch to I think I'm gonna add a bit of blue for the sun. That's gonna be here, and also to make like this part here look like stones, because I think these are trees, or like I said, whatever you want to call it, but I think this is a stone wall. So now I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any leaves on the trees. I'm just gonna leave it like that. So hold on a second. I'm getting... Ouch. Just getting two blues. The first one is King's Blue. That's this one. And this one is indigo. It says greenish blue, but it's actually indigo. So I'm gonna go for, well, I have enough buff titanium left, so I'm gonna put the light blue quite close to it so that I could mix those to make a sun here. And I'm gonna get a stencil. I don't buy stencils. I use the remains of board games where you punch out the pieces for games. So I'm gonna use this circle here for the sun, and one of those smaller ones to have like a second body there. And I'm gonna have to decide. I think it's gonna be this size. Yeah. I think this is too small. Yeah, kind of like the small, so I'm going for the other one. But first of all, I need a pencil, because I don't want to ruin those with the acrylics. I'm having such a problem of talking today. It's unbelievable. So this is going to be the big baddie. The smaller one is going to be behind it. It's going to be like this. Alright, so I'm going for the big one first, because this is the one that's gonna be in light blue and of titanium, so it's like beige color. I'm gonna put that down first, and I hope my head is not in the shot again. I do that quite often, and I'm very sorry if you are annoyed when you watch my videos. I'm trying to figure out how to set up the shots and not have my bulky head in the way all the time. Okay. That's... Now I have to wait for a while before I can put the details on that star. But meanwhile, I can go for the smaller star, and also go for the walls here. So I'm just gonna use for the stars. Ooh, that's actually nice color. That's gold. that. And on this side here, I'm gonna mix up the titanium, buff titanium, and the King's Blue again, just to make it more opaque. So now we're gonna go the other body in the sky. I'm gonna mix a tiny bit of Van Dyke Brown into it. Just go for the shadows on that star here. Alright, I'm gonna get a smaller brush. Buff titanium. Give it a bit of more light here. Because the actual star that lights up both of these is so huge that it is the background, pretty much. You can't see it in the sky. And I know that I'm defying laws of physics here, but, well, it's a fantasy world, so I can. That's totally okay. However, I'm trying to set the shadows at least coherent for both of the stars here. And the big details, I'm probably I'm gonna do them with markers, I guess. To mix up the indigo with the buff titanium. Just gonna do it like this. Yes, that's more like it. So now I'm just gonna put in a couple of blues on the left-hand side. And I'm probably just gonna set them in the gaps of the reddish color and try to make a pattern that resembles stone on Earth, but could be anything on an alien planet. So that your imagination has a guideline, but or something that it recognizes, but not being told what it actually is. So I'm going a little lighter. And again, it must look funny, and I'm very happy that you can't see it. I'm looking at this painting crossed-eyed, so I I squint my eyes to make my vision even more blurry than it is. I'm short-sighted, so this is pretty much the distance that I can see clear. Anything further away and it's getting difficult. But I squint my eyes when I do these kind of paintings just to see where light and dark should go or where color should go. And I find it easier to see like rough structures in color blotches when I squint my eyes. And I'm actually not the only one to do that. There's another painter, illustrator, graphics designer who does that too. He's a German painter. And I found it very funny when he said that, I think on a DVD or an interview or whatever. And I thought, I'm doing the same thing. Alright, I guess this looks like enough of stone. I'm going for the shadowy things. I'm just probably doing that on the left side and on the right side. Probably not, or maybe just a little bit. Because it's way browner over here, and this is kind of like the bluish area. And I don't want to go too dark and cover too much up of the book or of the pages. So what am I doing? Oh, well, maybe a bit. Just a tiny bit of blue. To keep this page homogeneous, however you pronounce it. It's like smooth. The real word for the real word for smooth, like the high class word. Homogeneous. I should maybe learn that, because this is actually a very important concept in my paintings. Yeah, I think that's it. That's enough. I'm going for buff titanium and give this one another twist, because I think the color is dry enough now. At least it seems like it. Alright, now the smaller one. Just a bit. Okay. There won't be any clouds or whatever in the sky. There's nothing fancy like that on the planet. It's not up to me if there is an atmosphere, so I don't mind not having clouds or something too earthy or human looking. Just brushing out any remains of the color, of the bluish color that I have on my brush, to make these very light blue color patches. here and there. All right, that's enough. I'm gonna dry that off now. And afterwards, I think it's already time for the markers to come out. After that, I'm gonna get another coffee and do the painting for this week. But one thing after another. Here's the blow dryer first. While I blow dried it, something caught my eye, and that is this blue thing here. It looks like the Statue of Liberty on a mountain. It's like, oh gosh, that's the arm, the head, and the body. Great. Now I'm thinking about putting that gimmick in, or if I just don't. I don't know yet. But the rest of the pages are dry, so now I can remove, oh boy, those pages here. And with my scissors and my markers. I did not glue it correctly, but I'm gonna cut that off right now. Just doesn't look good. Okay. Now I need this cardboard box to put it underneath the right side, because the left side is so bulky already that I don't have a clean surface, like a straight surface, or as straight as could be. Now I need a white marker, black, no, maybe I need that, not sure. Okay, so if you saw a couple of my videos already, you know that I always go with a black marker first, and that's no different today. Just gonna set up the book that it is in the shot all the time. All right, so going for the medium-sized pen first, and I am outlining the smaller sun. Parts of the bigger one. Well, no, let's do all the black first and then come back for the white. So now I'm just very roughly outlining the trees. so that you can see a pattern that your eye recognizes. And that's my husband, I guess. So, all right. Just like whatever kind of grass. Because where there are trees, there might be grass. Just have to be careful that I don't put down too much of the marker. Because I still want the weird natural look to come through. Don't want to ruin that. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything here yet. Oh, come on, let's go with the Statue of Liberty. See if somebody even recognizes it. If I don't say anything about it in my vlogs, in my blogs or whatever. So I'm just helping the blue rock formation to stand out a bit more by putting accents on the patterns. But I'm only doing that at the closer to us rocks, not at the far back here. Just to keep the depth of the painting and not ruin it. Alright, now it's time to put in the creatures. Now what are they going to be? Let's go with grass first. I don't know what creatures to put down. I don't want to go with the cliche alien painting. So what I'm gonna do now is I think about that, but what I wanna have them look like while I do the accents with the white marker, and the light is coming from here, even in space, and that's also gonna be like it's gonna go here, so this is all gonna be in deep shadow, and then over here, over this ridge, there's the light coming in. I really wonder what I should put down. What the alien creatures should look like. I don't know. What should it be? Oh gosh. What should it be? What should they be? They get a bean-shaped head. Let's make them almost human looking. They worship the sun. So maybe, well, they almost look Egyptian. So maybe that's that. Let's make it a combination of fantasy and could be reality. It only has to dry so that I could give it an eye shape. All right, and I'm going to add bubbles. I don't want to smudge. Okay, so I hate it when the markers smudge. So let's make some bubbles. Just outlining the bubbles with the smallest black marker that I have. So that the bubbles look like bubbles and are just not only natural looking. That would be a shame. Okay, so whatever they do with those bubbles, I don't know. Am I gonna put a quote down? Yeah, gonna. Okay. This is where it's gonna be. Now I'm just gonna outline it or just make it more visible. And I think this quote fits the painting perfectly, because there is enough room for it to use your imagination, not pushing the viewer into, I'm not putting them in into a certain box. So, right here. And then I'm just gonna put the date down. And then that's that. Now I'm going to do some wood burning with another project outside. But first, let's complete this. Oops, wrong marker. It's completed. It's 07:14. Now this page can dry. I'm gonna clean out my brushes, then I'm off to downstairs where another project is waiting. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching along. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful time. Use your imagination, and yeah, enjoy. Take good care. See you next time. Bye-bye.